The beginning of the film takes us to a desert city, Baghdad. Here a special army team has come on its mission and the leader of this team is Lu Feng. As soon as Lu arrives, he meets the head of an oil factory present there. Actually, the people of the factory were in big trouble. They were being attacked daily, and that is why Lu Feng's team was called so that they could save the people and reach them safely to the green zone. The leader of the factory clearly tells Lu that there are about 400 people there and under any circumstances, everyone has to be saved and brought to the right place. Now on the other side we are shown a village where a man named Chris lives. His brother comes to him and says, "Brother, there is a mission. If you do this you will get big money." His brother tells the plan that they have to kidnap people sitting in a bus. But Chris immediately refuses because he didn't want to do the wrong thing. Then we see another man in Chris's village, Owen, who works to extract water from the ground. There is a lot of water shortage in Chris's villages. Chris loves his villagers very much, so he calls Owen to somehow get the water out. Owen tries but no water comes out. The heat is so high and the villagers are also very poor. Owen tells Chris that if he gets some money, we can install the right machine and extract water here. Chris says, "Okay, I arrange the money." Now coming back to the factory story, Lu Feng is planning with his team that to save the people and reach the green zone, they will have to take a route which people call the Highway of Death. This path is short but very dangerous. Meanwhile, the factory leader saves the data of the entire system in a pen drive and keeps it in her bag, so that if anything goes wrong, the important data remains safe. She then gives the bag to her assistant and then realizes that the assistant is actually Lu Feng's daughter. Lu's daughter is angry with her father. The reason is that Lu was not with her when her mother died. The anger over this very thing was sitting in his daughter's heart. That's why she stays away from Lu. Now the convoy of buses carrying people starts towards the green zone and slowly they reach the Highway of Death. Seeing the sight there, Lu's daughter gets scared because there are burnt and dilapidated vehicles everywhere. As if no one has ever escaped from here, Lu tells his team to keep an eye on all sides and just keep moving forward. But then two vehicles are found parked on the way, due to which the road gets blocked. The daughter says, "Just stop it," but Lu refuses. He says, "I know why these vehicles are kept here. We don't have to stop here, not under any circumstances." As soon as the bus comes near those vehicles, suddenly there is a loud explosion and the people sitting in the bus get scared. But Lu doesn't just stop, he keeps moving forward. Actually, these buses are made of a special material, so bullets and explosions do not affect them much. Lu tells his daughter that all this was a trap to stop the bus and trap him. Now ahead they see a huge sandstorm coming towards them, but Lu is still not afraid and keeps moving the bus forward, and this is the twist in the story. Taking advantage of the storm, Chris's team hijacks a bus. Now Chris was forced to do this work because he needed money for his cow so that the water problem could be solved. So at last he agreed to his brother's request. When the storm subsides, the convoy of buses stops. Then Lu realizes that one of his buses is missing and the factory leader was also present in the same bus. One of the girls from Lu's team tells us that she saw the bus going in the other direction. Lu immediately calls for a helicopter so that the bus can be found quickly. Lu's daughter also agrees that she will also go along. Out of compulsion, Lu takes him along in the helicopter. After going some distance, Lu sees a truck from the helicopter and realizes that there was no real sandstorm. The enemies had created a fake storm with the help of that truck so that the bus could be easily hijacked. After some time, Lu sees the bus. When contacted, a girl from the team tells that some American people have kidnapped 5 people from the bus, including the leader of the factory. Lu does 2 things. First, he tells the rest of the buses to immediately leave the green zone. And secondly, he himself sets out with his daughter to search for the missing bus and the kidnapped people. On the other hand, Chris is moving ahead in the car with his team when Lu Feng comes from above in a helicopter and attacks them. Lu drops a bomb on them from the helicopter, which shakes the entire area. Chris is also not afraid. He gets out of the car, takes out a gun and starts firing at the helicopter. Due to this, the helicopter moves away a little distance and a small fire also starts in it. Now Chris begins to realize that this mission is not as straightforward as he was told. He takes his brother to a cave and angrily asks, "Whose mission is this? Tell me the truth. Bombs are falling on us from helicopters. Why is there such a big risk in this?" Then Owen arrives there, who is Chris's friend, but as soon as Owen arrives he tells the truth, which shocks Chris. Owen says this whole plan is mine. He tells that he was the one who got the leader of the oil factory kidnapped. His real objective was to hack the entire system of the factory and take control of the company so that he could get benefits worth crores. The factory leader also suspected that Owen was behind the daily attacks on her factory. So when they changed the location and went towards the green zone, Owen got them kidnapped on the way. Hearing all this, Chris's mind becomes dizzy and he says to Owen, "How did you play such a big game and I am no longer with you in this? Give me my money, I am leaving." Owen says, "Some work is left, then we will get the money." Chris's brother also says the same thing, that let's do a little more, but Chris says it directly. "I need my money within the next 2 hours. Otherwise I'm out," and Chris leaves. Now after Chris leaves, his brother tells Owen that now we will have to work without him. But then the oven shows its true colors. He kills Chris's brother and tells his people to get out of here. Meanwhile, Chris returns to his cow and is angry from within. He feels that his brother did not tell him the truth and trapped him. To calm himself down, he goes to play with the children so that his mind becomes a little lighter. Meanwhile, Lu Feng also reaches the village. Lu tells Chris, "I have come to save my people. I know you have kidnapped them. You have my people." Chris replies, "I am also fighting for my people," because Chris did all this for money, but so that he can arrange water for his villagers. The real culprit was Owen, who had simply used Chris. Now Lu leaves from there. After some time, Chris reaches an empty factory-like place and there he finds his brother's dead body. Lu also comes there. Now a huge quarrel and fight starts between the two. Sometimes Chris prevails. Sometimes Lu prevails. Chris thinks his brother may have been killed by Lu. But then a scene comes which changes the whole story. When Chris is about to be attacked, Lu saves him. Chris then realizes that it is not Lu but Owen who is behind his brother's death. And then suddenly bullets start firing from all sides. Actually, Owen has sent his goons to kill both of them there and then. But Chris and Lu team up to fight them. Chris throws a bomb and there is a huge explosion. The goons run away from there. But in the scuffle, Chris's car also gets completely destroyed. Now both of them understand that there is only one enemy, Owen, and it has become necessary for both of them to catch him. Chris says to Lu, "I know where Owen would be right now." On the other hand, Owen brings the leader of the oil factory and some of his people to his hideout. Now he wants to open the system, but there is a code in it. Owen asks the factory leader for the code, but she doesn't tell him. Enraged, Owen kills 2 of his men. The factory leader gets scared after seeing this. Then Owen threatens him that if he doesn't tell, his son will be harmed. Now the factory leader is forced to tell that the code is in a pen drive which was in her bag. But now he doesn't know where that bag went. All I remember is that he gave the bag to his assistant. Then her son says, "Call mom's phone and find out the location." And then it is revealed that the bag and the phone were actually with Lu's daughter. And currently she is present in Chris's gown. Meanwhile, Lu gets the news that the others have reached the green zone. Lu's daughter asks him, "How can you trust Chris?" Lu says that he is not a wrong person. He also thinks about the welfare of the people. We can trust him. Meanwhile, Chris finds Lu's diary. When he looks back, there is a photo of a girl in it. Chris jokingly says, "Do you like this girl? You are very lucky. You keep this photo in your diary." Lu says calmly, "He is thinking wrong. She is my daughter." Chris immediately apologizes. Lu further explains that when his wife died, he was not with his daughter. His daughter is still angry with him for the same reason, and he was doing this mission only so that along with saving people, he could also save his daughter. Chris tells Lou not to worry. Everything will be fine, we will save everyone and fight together. But then they hear the voices of some people from a distance. Both immediately become alert and move forward secretly. Going further, it is revealed that some armed goons have entered the village. These are the same people whom Owen had sent. Their objective was only one: taking the bag from the factory leader which contained the pen drive. The goons have heavy weapons. They capture the villagers and control everyone by scaring them. Then he asks for the bag from Lou's daughter. Seeing the lives of the villagers in danger, Chris is forced to give them the bag. The goons leave with the bag. As soon as the bag is gone, Lou and his daughter become angry at Chris. But Chris says calmly, "I could not risk the life of the entire village. The bag is gone, but the people are saved." The next morning Chris asks Lou's daughter, "What was there in that bag that you were not ready to give?" Then she tells that there was a pen drive in that bag through which the entire system of the oil factory can be hacked, meaning the oil of Baghdad can be transferred anywhere and can be smuggled. And if this happens, it will be the biggest oil theft till date. On the other hand, we are shown a German ship, whose captain is talking to Owen on the phone. It is clear that the oven network is large and everything is already set up. Now Chris and Lou leave the village and set out to stop Owen. But Lou's daughter feels that both of them will not be able to cope alone. That's why she also gets out of the car and sets out after them. Uther Owen's goons reach him with the bag. Owen threatens the factory leader and tells him to open the system. Out of compulsion, she applies pen drive and the system starts working. Owen orders the refueling of a German ship, but it takes 24 hours for the complete transfer to take place. Now Chris and Lou also reach Owen's factory. They have a truck and as soon as they arrive, they are filled with goons. Lou, by climbing on top of a pipeline, he takes down the enemies one by one. Owen is watching all this from a distance. He tells his men that the work is done. Now leave quickly because as soon as the oil transfer is completed, they will run away. Chris enters the factory and stops the goons. Then he looks out and sees Owen running away from there. Chris immediately runs after him. On the way, Chris meets Lou's daughter who has reached there with the car. Now Chris and Lou's daughter together chase Owen. Lou is still fighting with the goons inside the factory, and finally confronts everyone and removes them. At the same time, the leader of the oil factory comes to Lou and says in panic that everything is ruined. He stole oil through pen drive. We have to stop him. Now the chase is on the road. Chris flies his car after Owen and gets to him. Lou's daughter also jumps the car and tries to get closer to him, but her car meets with an accident. Chris angrily says, "You didn't need to take such a risk." Then Lou reaches there with a truck. Now all three sit in the truck and set out to catch Owen. Chris tells Lou a shortcut he can take to kill Owen. They also have a rocket launcher in the truck, and this is the same truck from which the first fake storm was made. Now Chris hits Owen's truck at high speed, causing a huge explosion. Owen's car falls away and he gets injured, but Owen still escapes and starts running away with another car. Lou pulls Chris back into the truck. Chris is hanging on the side of the truck. Now the truck follows Owen's car at rocket-like speed. When the truck starts losing control at high speed, Lou pulls out a rope and ties it to Owen's car and turns the truck towards a deep ditch. Now the scene is such that the truck is hanging in the ditch and Owen's car is also being pulled. With the help of the rope, Owen laughs. He thinks that these people will be destroyed, but the weight becomes too much and ultimately the car also falls into the ditch. Lou lets go of the rope and falls on the rocks along with his daughter. Owen ends up falling into a ditch. Now Lou and his daughter are saved, but they don't see Chris anywhere. Both of them think that maybe Chris could not survive. Lou's daughter finds Lou's diary. When she opens it, it contains a photo of her and her mother. Lou says emotionally, "I loved both of you very much. I never wanted to be away from you." Hearing this, Lou's daughter finally embraces her father. And then Chris grabs Lou's leg from below. He is alive. Both of them pull him up. Now all three are saved. But the problem is how to get out of here. Then Lu says that we have to scream loudly here so that someone can find us. After some time, it is shown that the German ship from which Owen was going to sell oil was also captured. That is, theft disease has been stopped, and the best thing is that water also starts reaching Krish's house. This work has been completed by Krish and Lu together. The villagers are very happy. Their lives change. Finally, Lu's team comes to Lu and asks for the next mission, and Krish also promises Lu that from now on I will be with you in every mission, and with this the story of this movie ends. So friends, if you like this story, then do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We will meet again with a new story. Till then, bye bye.